We will ask for it. So very quick, let's go over the summer packs. We're gonna be doing this like now because the RNL packs are leaving soon. So if you haven't bought these, there's a bit of consideration for comparing the RNL packs to the summer packs. I do have the sheet as usual. It's a little bit messy, but there's not that many packs, so we're mostly just going to talk about it. The packs that we have is, I guess it's the PC semi-value pack, doesn't matter. There's the Covenant Value, Covenant Special, Covenant Premium, and then Otherworldly Hunt packs. There's the little box here, the random, or the special supply chest. Basically, there's a chance to get leaves and a chance to get Cove bookmarks. We can talk about the value of that later as well. So here, this is all of the packs, price, Skystones, the Covenant bookmarks, and leaves in it. And there's honestly a lot of ways to look at this, because the value is a little bit split in these. Some of it's in the Cove bookmarks, some of it's in the leaves. So we're going to have to, look at it a bunch of different ways, especially if we're comparing it to other packs. In the special supply chests, on average, each chest will get you about 2.15 leaves and 6.05 Cove bookmarks. So that's 1.2 rolls, basically. The easiest one to look at is the Otherworldly Hunt. This is by far the best chest available in the summer packs. It's 200 leaves for $50. This is really good value. You look at the dollar per leaf value. This is better than all of the Burning Passions, because you have to keep in mind that the $5 Burning Passion requires you to buy the previous ones. It's not better than the $5 and $10 monthly, of course. And then we can also take a look at R6, which was notably a really good leaf pack. This is also not as good as R6 in terms of dollar per leaf. This does give you 3 reset stones. The gold cancels out the 3 reset stones versus 10 epic charms. I think that the R6 pack still wins out 50 more leaves is pretty sick, but this also gives you reset stones. You could also buy both. So then taking a look at some of the Cove value packs, these have their value split between leaf and Cove bookmarks. The thing about Cove bookmark packs to me is that Cove bookmarks generally aren't really the limiting factor on your account. I think if you manage your account properly and you're not spam rolling for dupes and stuff, it's mostly just Mystics that is gating you. So stuff like raw Skystones or Mystics tends to be a lot more valuable to me. But here's the Cove values in the chest. You can see I added in the special chests. It's RNG value, but we're just going to look at expected value and stuff for Cove bookmarks. So you have the Skystones, the Cove bookmarks, and the leaves. The notable pack we're going to look at in the RNL packs is Luciella 6, because Luciella 6 is straight up just Skystones and Cove bookmarks. It's 1,000 Skystones and 250 Cove bookmarks for $50. So we can directly compare this to the Covenant Special, which is 500 Skystones. That's 500 less than Luciella 6. And then on average, 130 Cove bookmarks, which is 120 less than Luciella 6. Now there is 10.75 leaves in here, but a leaf is about 80 Skystones, so 10.75 times 80 is 860. With this in mind, it does 860 Skystones plus this is 1360, does pass the base 1k, so you have 360 Skystones left. Does that cover the difference in the Cove bookmark value? It kind of depends on you, because if we scroll over here a bit, if we convert the Skystones to Mystics, because the Covenant special pack does offer you a bit more in terms of Skystones, you do get a little bit more Mystics, but we have to keep some things in mind, which is the stacking value of the R and L packs. When you're buying these packs, you do start getting Mystics at some point, and stuff like the fact that some of these packs down here are really efficient. This Luciella Premium 2 pack is really, really good. The 7 pack is really good for Mystics. So if it's something you already bought 2 and you already bought 7, and for whatever reason your next pack of choice, you didn't bother buying the $1 pack, your next pack of choice is okay. It's more realistic that you did buy the $1 pack. When you buy this, you're suddenly getting 200 Mystics on top of it. So if you start factoring in pretty much any of these tiers, then I think it starts outperforming Covenant Special. So pretty much, if you were looking at Covenant Special and you haven't bought L6, if you hit any of these reward tiers, it's worth it. And even if you haven't, I think you should just get L6 and then get these two. This is an insane value pack for how many cores you get for only $5. Because keep in mind, a core is just 40 leaves basically for $5, and this is like $1 for Mystics basically. And then looking at some of the other stuff, you have slightly, one of the ways I converted it was I just converted the bookmarks and the leaves over to Skystones to compare Skystones directly. The $5 Covenant value pack is like decent because you have, if you convert all of these Skystones directly to leaves, it's like 50 cents per leaf, which is on par with the Lavish Leaf pack, and then you get like 2 coveralls on top. So it's something super special because it's worse than Burning Passion in terms of leaves, and I don't think the 2 coveralls are very valuable, but it does end up being like, at best you could say it's like decent, I guess. And then the Covenant Premium pack is slightly better than the Covenant Special pack in terms of value. So we have, if you convert all the Skystones to leaf, you can see here, like, this is obviously not a good true indicator of its value because so much of the value is tied up in the Cov bookmarks, but this is just if you were to convert all of the Skystones to leaves. And then also instead, if you were to convert the Skystones to like Cov and Mystics, you would end up with something like this. So the cost per like currency obviously does not look fantastic because of the split value, like I mentioned. These are just some things to keep in mind. Overall, I don't think the summer packs are that good. It's really just the Otherworldly Hunt pack of the 200 leaves and 3 reset stones for $50 is pretty good value if you are looking to pick up a bunch of leaves, but just make sure like you've bought the efficient RNL packs first. If you're looking just for farming value, it's R6 and L2, and then if you're looking at Mystics, the efficient ones we mentioned last time, we can go take a quick look real quick. R7, L7 were really, really efficient. And then R2, which was this one, the smaller version of R6, or R7, L7, pretty much was really, really good. The rest weren't like anything fantastic. And then you can see here like some of the costs for some of the stuff. So mainly L2, R6, R2, L7, R7. I think those were the really good packs that stood out to me. And then, of course, if you have L2, L7, then $1 for 100 Mystics is really good value too. So the RNL packs go away fast. You might want to pick these up if you haven't. And then, aside from that, we're going to need a lot of leaves for this event. And good luck with your farming, good luck with your spending.